Morning, everybody. Long time no talk. I keep saying I'm going to do more and more, but life gets in the way sometimes, you know. So here we go. This is Saturday morning, and it is going to be a nice day. We did have a freeze a couple nights ago, so everything is kind of looking... trying to play with the dog here. So we had a freeze a couple nights ago. It got down to like 26 degrees, so that kind of put a kibosh on a lot of the weeds and a lot of the, you know, tender stuff. So last weekend we got busy. I hauled 11 bales. I moved 28 bales actually. Out of Mom and Dad's place, the guy baled 28 bales. My share was 11. So I hauled 11 home, and here's one. I'm feeding out really nice hay, just super nice hay. Biggest problem is it's just been so dirty and dusty here and dry. I mean, this is, you can see it's still, this is where I water to keep it up. This is where you don't water. And the only problem with not watering dry grass is anytime you move your skid loader wheels around it, you're ripping up the grass. It's literally turned into just powder. So you're careful on how I do that. So I got 11 bales home, like I said. I've got 3 of them back here. And that's what I got, 7 of them in here. And I can put one more, I can put one there, one in the corner here. I can put one here, here, and here, but I still have people coming to get small bales, so I want to leave room for a truck can pull in here, and I can still shimmy some small bales off to them. Those bales on top are a year old. But the interesting thing is that you move them, as a lot of you know, you move them and you open them up, and that is still just really nice hay. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I also went over there, and after getting mine hauled, I took the tractor and moved his bales over to the sides so they're not sitting on the field. I don't like bales, big round bales, sitting on my field, because they end up making spots kind of like this and get moldy, and then you have a patch of an area that doesn't grow very good. Fortunately, we haven't had any rain. I guess fortunately it would be a bad answer, but fortunately we haven't had any rain. Yeah, I hear you guys. And so it's been dry, so where the bales are sitting, they haven't done much damage, so I got them moved. We were supposed to get some rain this weekend. It's not going to happen. So still watering, still trying to keep the yard. So I got 11 of those up here. Those are from my place, and the guy that put mine up, as you know, he's going to buy my share. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. I've been busy trying to you know, do as much as I can with the situation I'm in, but you just, as I said, the whole thing about it is if you get, what do they say, if you get dealt lemons, you make lemonade out of it. So basically you do things different. I'm going to show you a couple of things. I don't have my barn key on me, so let me get that and get to the, this is what I was using to move the bales. 3-point bale spear, except for I call it a slide. It slides under them. I don't stick them in it, and it worked really well on the back of the Massey Ferguson. And What it is, what had happened is at Mom and Dad's place, there's a lull in the ground, so I could put the tail end of the trailer would go into the bank of that lull, let's say. So the trailer was kind of tilted. And then I just backed the Massey Ferguson up here and I put a bale and put a bale and put a bale, strap them down, and away I go. So it took 4 trips, 3 bales each, and we got them moved. So that thing works really well, and I could adapt it to the front of my skid loader plate here using my 3-point, and that's how I moved them around here. So skid loader did pretty good about moving them around, but here's a tool that has saved me some wear and tear on the old back now. I just got it a couple of weeks ago. I really like it. It's just one of those things, like I said, it's just doing things different. So typically when you'd fill up like a lawn tractor or something, you know, you have to, you lift this thing up. You basically lift those containers up and, you know, you're doing this sort of thing. Well, that kind of puts a problem with my back. So I ordered this from online. So I ordered this online. And this is a fuel pump. There's two D batteries that go in here. This is separate from your fuel, so you don't have to worry about a spark or anything igniting. You stick this part down inside the barrel like that, or down in the fuel, and then you press the button. And it siphons that fuel here. It has a nice screen on it, so you can takes out some of the gunk if you happen to have any. So when you turn that on and it starts to siphon, it won't pump until you pull this. And I'll tell you what, it works pretty slick. I've been pretty pleased with it. I use it to pump gas. I've used it to pump diesel into the diesel tanks. I put the diesel tanks in the tanks like these, put them in the back of the truck, and went and filled them up, left them in the truck, and then I could go from the back of the truck right into the skid loader fill, and it worked really well. One of the things I don't like about it, but I think it's a good idea that they did it this way, is that this is on and you're pumping. You cannot let go of it or else it'll stop pumping. So I made a Velcro strip that I can go around here, so when I'm pumping, I can, like the diesel fuel, seem to pump a little slower, maybe a little heavier, a little thicker liquid. So that way I can walk away and it'll be sitting there pumping, yet I can still look over and, see how it's pumping and how much more I got to go. But I forget the poop sheet on this, how long it takes to pump. I can empty a 5-gallon bucket, I think, in little less than a couple minutes. It's not super fast, but it's not, outrageously slow. But, when you're in a shed out here, I could be over there. And the other thing is you can hear it. When the pump stops pumping, you can hear the pump change sounds. So you'll know when it's done. I think the main thing is they have it like this so you don't overflow like your lawnmowers and stuff like that. But it works really well. I can keep this like on this table, stick this in it, and then I bring my lawnmowers in here, stick it in there, and I can fill them up, and away we go. But this thing was, I think this was like it was under $30, and really nice deal. The tube on it is a little, I'd call cheesy, but when it wears out, then we'll go to a regular, what do they call that stuff? The clear plastic lined fuel hose like you'd get hardware store. So anyway, a couple D batteries, and I don't know how long the D batteries last, because like I said, I've just had this a couple weeks. I've pumped over 10 I probably pumped over 25 gallons with it, and yeah, it works really well, and I would recommend it if you're tired of lifting the 5-galloners up. So you still got to lift them out of your truck, but when you're lifting them and carrying them, it's a lot better than trying to hold them, you know, and trying to tilt. So anyway, that's one of the new things that has been helping. So anyway, there you have it. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.